Yeah, within our Sustainable EM Fund, one of our key pitches that we are going to be active stewards and actively engaging with companies, and we've been doing quite a lot, in China. And as all I can say is, from a low base, there's just incredibly positive momentum. I mean, some of that is being set by the regulator. It's not mandatory yet, but there's certainly a lot of encouragement being given, and a lot of it is just simply from the corporate understanding that if they want to lower their cost of capital, if they want to be a leader in their industry, then they want to be a leader in ESG. So the momentum is incredibly encouraging.
Rob, I've got to ask you, we're not out of this health crisis just yet. How big a risk is COVID when it comes to your investment strategy in Hong Kong and China?
Yeah, particularly as far as our Greater China is concerned, it is the biggest risk. I mean, fighting Omicron, as we know globally, is extremely difficult, and that somehow it's got to tally with a zero COVID approach in China. So, the last couple of weeks we have seen significant disruption. When we see cities like Xi'an and then Tianjin shut down, exacerbate some of the problems we've seen, obviously, the last few years in terms of supply chain disruption, component shortage, and component price hikes. So it is the key risk. Outside of China, it's extremely encouraging, the trend. And actually, outside of China, we're positioned again, buying into opening up themes. Within China, it's much more difficult. So we're certainly avoiding travel stocks in China at the moment.
What else is like the big risk? Let me bring up the whole issue of the digital yuan and what's happening with the renminbi right now in terms of just fund flow interest in the market, and how they're obviously trying to develop a parallel financial system or monetary policy framework wherein obviously the digital yuan has a bigger role to play in the economy.
Yeah, and that's going to be a long-term trend. I think within the yuan level specifically, I think it's going to be actually a non-event this year. I think you've got contrasting trends in terms of still very positive external balancing supporting the yuan. But at the same time, that yield differential, as we mentioned, is coming down. So you'll see less of that heavy rotation into yuan carry. So we see the yuan flat for now, which is neutral market